Good day guys, welcome back. Today I am just going to show you how to take a door panel off of a Ford Focus from 2018 to 2015 model. This particular one, the passenger window was not going up and down, so I just have to take it off to see what's going on. Alright, for today's job you will need a flathead screwdriver, a 1/4 inch drive ratchet with a T30 if you have it connector, small flathead as well, and you'll need a T25 possibly on the screw gun if you have one as well. Alright, now first things first, you need to knock off around. You need to pop this off. By doing so, you get the flathead, push it at the back there, it'll pop. You need to take this off again, prise it off with flathead. Again, this one here, pop it off with flathead just on the handle, and then the last one is either behind here. So basically you need to pop this off. So I'll just show you how each one is done in a sec. Let's sit off here. Yeah, let's see there. So first things first, get your flathead in behind there, just lever it and pop it out. Just behind the reflector, you have a bolt there, so you can whip that off. That's one. Next is get your flathead again. You need to pop this little, you need to pop it outwards. So start at the top side and you work your way down. Just once you have it prized out, just work it along, just nice and gently along, and then eventually it'll pull out, push towards the front of the car, and it'll pop out. You see how it'll catch there. Okay, that's that. Next, get the smaller flathead, pop it off at the handle. I'll bring in here and have a look. Now we're back again, guys. Okay, so you need a small flathead just to prise this out. As you see, I have it done already, so it's just a matter of popping it in at the back of it and it should pop out. Just a small bit of force and out it comes. Okay, access that bolt there. Now going back to this here, just literally after you took that strip off, this will lift up so basically hold it. As you see, I'll probably need both my hands. I need to prise it up. Okay, I'll set you back out there. Now, and we need to prise this up. I think this I start at the bottom as far as I remember. Yes, the bottom. Prise it up and it should pop out. So you need to scoop it upwards. Now there is a connector. I just have it out at the minute. So I have this off just to show you how to pop it off. You just clip it and it's literally in there already. Pop it off. So that's it. So all your screws are accessible now. Do this here. This one here. Let's get your flathead again. It's in the back. Start at the bottom on this. Sorry, start at the top and pop it out. Just like so. That's that. So basically all your screws are accessible now. So you just need to get your screw going and your T25 and run out. That's 1, 2. This one's 3. Should be 5 altogether. 3, 4. Out. Oh no. That's 4. There we go. And 5 on the door hand. That's the 5 of that. So basically the panel is ready to be popped off. Just one thing to do first before the panel. A little tweaker. You just need to pull on that just outwards. Pop it off. Might need just get a little pry at the back of it, just on the inner side. Once you have the door or the glass side off, there's two little push-in catches. Pop them off, and there you go. So now one of the little catches just went flying out. There we go. That just needs to go back on. Now put him back on there, so he's ready to pop in. Now you do have a wire just on the tweaker. Push down on the clip, and it'll just pop out. Okay. That's it done. So basically your door card is ready to come off now. So again, start at the bottom or the back, get your flathead screwdriver in behind, get your fingers in and pop it outwards. Now it will feel pretty tight. Don't be afraid to get your lever bar, your screwdriver in there and give it a good pop up, pop out, and then get your fingers in and pop it out. Start at the bottom because it's, when you get to the top you'll have to kind of lift it out like so. Okay, now the door handle is attached, so I'll show you what you need to do here. Now, so if you look at this, okay, you have a little lever right here, a little tab. Pull that back and the whole lot should just lift straight up. So pull it back and lift it out and up, and it'll pop off like so. Okay, now we'll just put the door panel aside there for a minute. Now we are down to the cover. This is the cover for knives. Basically that's on with a sticky. It's like a sticky type of silicone all the way around. Try not, when you're taking this off, we're trying not to damage it. Okay, so basically you're peeling it off like so. Now I have this off already, so it's kind of half loose. So you're just peeling it off like so all the way around. Just nice and gentle. Okay. Now, when you have it all peeled off nice and gently, try not to tear it off, because this acts as a noise barrier from the door, and it acts as for cold nights. If you didn't have this on, there'd be a lot of cold coming into the car as well, and if you tore it or whatever and didn't put it back on, this would be what you'd be left with, so be careful. Anyway, we're down to the loom of the door. So basically you have your regulator here and your motor in here. So what you need to do is get your finger in there and clip off, push that in, you might need your flathead screwdriver, push it in and up, and it'll pop out. It's having a bit awkward when I'm trying to hold the phones then. There we go. Right, so that's off. So basically what you need to do is you need to basically take off the speaker as well, because that is a hindrance in the way. So basically you have three T25s, 1, 2 and 3. We pop them off. Now we have the speaker out. There we go. So we've a bit more accessibility for mobility, getting your hands in and whatnot from working in there. Now I would suggest, basically when you want to try and get the motor out, I would suggest you take this bolt here out. This one, there's one underneath this cap here, there. Now that releases, that should release and I think there's one more actually. Oh yeah, it's in there. That will release the regulator on this side, so you'll have a bit of room, so it'll come down more to access the 3 bolts at the back of the motor. Now in my situation here, the motor was not working, so the window could not be put down, so I had to basically take the motor off in situ. Now next I have the 3 of them bolts out for this side regulator. Now what I will suggest is to look up where the speaker is at, and you will see the connector going in for the motor. So just unclip that with your finger, push it up and pull it out. Okay, see if I can do it. Push it up with your thumb and pull it up. There it is there, huh? Yeah. So you need to take this out on this side so it's not in your way. You just pop it off there. It's actually, there's a clip just attached to the motor. Just prise that off there with a flathead. Now guys, the next part is a bit tricky. Okay, there's three little small bolts, kind of like this one, except they're T30s. Okay, this one is a T25. So basically, they look exactly like that bolt I just showed you, but now you can see the back one just there. So basically, you're trying to get it from the other side, from the, let's just say the outer side of the door it's on. But put just your hand in and feel for it first. You'll know where it is. So that's one. Okay, the other two are kind of up around here. So there's one here and one around here as well. So you just try and work them with this. So basically, I'll show you the first one. Just make sure we're going. Make sure you have your ratchet going the correct way for a start. So basically, now if I put that in, just feel for it. Okay, feel for the head, and once it's on, give it a nip and keep winding out. Okay, back to you in a sec. Now guys, when you have all three of them bolts out, that's how they look. Okay, and your motor will pop out. Now what you need to do here is take it out like so, and then it should just lift out. If I just pull straight up on it, let's just set you up there so you can see it there now. There you want to say. Now guys, you just need to, this is in two parts, so you need to do is just, if it's not, just give it a bit of a wiggle, and if it's not working, try and get a pry in there, just at the back of this patch, and then pull it straight out, and if you let to it, this part and this part. So this is the motor, this part here is the motor. So basically that's what's wrong with mine, that's gone. So just switch it for a new part and pop it back in. Okay, so bear with me. Now guys, I have the new part ready to go. So you have 3 holes, 1, 2 and 3. I'll be there. So 1, 2 and 3. So basically it's like that. Okay, line up. Once you get the top 2 holes lined up, it should just push straight on. Okay, if you need to wiggle it a small bit because of the cogs, do, but it should just go straight on. Right. Now we have that on there. Okay, now we need to push it back in and line it up. Now just with lining it up on the regulator, just this bottom hole that goes into this, there's like a little, there is a little, and there the shine, just on the bottom of the motor there's a little nib, as you see right there. You see that just there? I get it to focus, but it's just there. It's at the bottom. It's literally right behind the bottom there. Okay, that goes into that hole, the bottom one. Okay, so you push it up, line it up, and push it into the hole. That should be your starting point for putting it back together. Okay. Now, once you have this back in with the 3 bolts just fully secured in, all nipped up, it's basically putting everything back in reverse order. So first things first, put your clip back in, tie you up a wiring loom, get these lined up again. So basically that needs to go up a bit, line up your hole here with this, and then line up your bottom one here, your 3 bolts. Now after you have your 3 bolts, so the dark one goes there, and then the silver one goes in there, and the last one then is underneath there. Now you may have to pull up and down the regulator bar to actually line these holes up, because they mightn't be perfectly, like you need to pull it up and down to suit, so as you can see your connections to put your bolts in. Alright, done. Next is the speaker. We'll bang this on. there's one obscure screw, just to be careful that it's a proper thread, and the other two are wide threads. So proper thread here on the inner side, and the other two are the wider threads. Again, when you're putting that on, there's two little nipples just beside where the threads go, so that goes in there. Of course, your wiring loom to the top, that's the clip in, and your little nipple here on the edge that clips in just right into that hole right there beside where the screw is. Now after you pack the 3 of them on, T25s and 3, the last 3 for the regulator was T30s. Okay, so that's on. Just clip on your speaker, and your door is ready to, the foam part is ready to be put on. Okay, so you just need to just make sure you put these grommets just back in their proper situ, and then have the loom out. So this part out, this out, and this out. Now up she goes. Just so you'll see the channel for the wire, just keep it in there. Same with this one, just keep it on the outside channel there as well, and push it on all the way around. Just seal it back up to where it needs to go. Alright. Now just give it a good press all the way around, guys, making sure you have your wires pulled out on the seams where they need to go. Just make sure it's pushed all the way around everywhere you can on the outer side. Alright. Now next we're getting the door card to go back on. So again, we just grab this here. First thing you want to do is get the door latch, the handle latch, okay, and then you offer it up. Again, this tab to the back, you have it here, okay. Now just slot it into place, like so, okay. Front in first, and it should just pop, click in place like that. Alright, now next, just make sure before you lift it up, you take the switch for the window and put it through the handle area. Pull it out where the handle is. Okay, like so. Alright, just make sure that doesn't fall down. Make sure you keep it high on. And first you want to do is get the door card, make sure the back is sitting right, slip it on from the front, top first, push it on from the top, and then you'll need to tap it in at the bottom. I'll just let you see it now a sec. Now guys, the door card back on, what I would suggest to do is put this bolt in just to keep it in place. Like, so basically put the top in, keep the bottom out, top in first, pop it on, put that bolt in, and then the rest will pop into place. So it should be lining up as your holes, and then just give it a tap there, and it should pop in all the way around, and then of course your holes will be lining up where they need to generally be. So you've got one on, so then you have another 4. So basically 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Next you have your door switch for your window. That just lines up like so, and just push it on, clips in. Now next you need to see this little clip here. You have to push this on front first and then down. So put it into the slot here, and then the rest will just push down into place and clip down like so. Okay. Next, get the strip. Get your strip. Okay, starting at the back, you'll see this clip here. This goes here, so pop that in there first, like so. Push it to the back first, like so. Should be lined up, and then just push it on all the way along. It should clip. You should hear a clipping noise just when you're clipping it on all the way along. And just make sure you have it pushed on all the way like so. Next is the reflector. Small reflector, start on the outside, this part to the back, like so. Start like so, and just push it towards the hinge of the door, and it'll just clip in like so. And then you have your little poppet. There's 3 little catches. If you look in, there'll be one facing the hinge, one on top and one on the bottom. So basically line them up, that each one has a home to go into. Okay, and just pop it, push it in, and like so. So that's that. Now you have your little tweaker. So basically, tweaker sits like so. Clip it in, straight up. Bear with me now. Clip goes straight up. Just click it in like that. Okay, so see there? Just push it straight up into it. Alright, now, so you should have 2. Now we're just on the tweaker. There's 2 white caps. They go into the whole top and whole bottom. Start at the bottom first. Okay, should just pop in. That's pop in and pop in on the top. And then the front just push into place like so. Just give it a good decent enough push in, just to make sure it's clipped in properly. And that's it. Just one last thing, just the cap on the back of the door. Just to cap that. Now that goes a certain way. You see there's a little clip on the bottom. So start at the bottom first, and then push in the top like so. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the door card complete on this Ford Focus 2012. If you did find this tutorial helpful, please like and subscribe. I will be just doing random car bits over the duration of time. Thank you folks, bye.